Claude Code is a terrible designer. Every site I generated has the same purple AI slop until I combined Google Stitch for design and Claude Code for building. Now what's Google Stitch? It is a new AI tool by Google that lets you design website layouts and app layouts completely for free. Our goal of this video will be to convert this purple AI slop into beautiful and premium aesthetic SaaS landing page or website. Head over to Google Stitch and create an account. But don't make this mistake. Don't just simply say make me a beautiful website. Instead, before even writing any single prompt, head over to Dribbble, Pinterest or Instagram to find website templates or website landing page inspiration. Then from here, all you need to do is take screenshots and feed it to Google Stitch of website layouts, typographics, color palettes you like. And I really like this website premium and aesthetic design. So let's open that. From here, take the screenshot and feed it to Google Stitch. You can take inspiration from Instagram, TikTok or any existing SaaS landing page you already have in mind. So I really like this page and you can see it contains all of the SaaS and landing page inspiration. Yeah, I think this one will be really good one because it also has that purple gradient. I know this is not creating a purple AI slop. As you can see, it is premium aesthetic layout of your entire website. Yeah, I really love this. And why I'm choosing this purple color because I already have inside my logo. And now let's download all of these images and feed it to Google Stitch. Copy this link, paste it in any carousel downloader and download all of these images. Awesome, there we have it. Head over to Google Stitch, upload files and upload all of them. Then select web as we are designing this for our landing page. Then for the model, we are going to choose Thinking with 3.1 Pro to get the best output. Then for the prompt, we will say design a dark premium SaaS landing page for our website. We will give some brief description what we are and don't worry about the copywriting. So all of this copywriting will be done by Claude Code. Right now with Google Stitch, our entire focus in creating that aesthetic and premium looking website layout. Now you might ask, what is the layout? Layout is basically a design blueprint that contains your colors, typographic, aesthetics, everything. Then for the section, which is basically the layout, I want a navbar, hero. So navbar is this one. This is called navbar. This is our hero section. Then we have different products, screenshots, then logo stripe, feature grids, how it works, pricing tier, everything. So I want to keep the layout as it is. Like here we have the pricing, testimonials, FAQs. I want to keep that the same, but I want to convert our landing page into having this premium first impression by our users. Awesome, so we are done and the overall feel should be like linear, Vercel or raycast level quality design and not generic AI slop. Yeah, so let's give it a go. Here is our Google Stitch canvas where it will include all the screenshots or any extra material that you have added. Here is our agent channel log. Then it is the thinking model, what it is doing right now as in a live preview. Then we have this prompt bar so that you can go back and forth with your designs. And this toolbar so that you can annotate, move around and change theme as you like. And as you can see, it has created the color palette or hex code for our entire landing page. So the primary color will be this dark purple and the inverted color will be this white. These are the fonts. Obviously, you can change the font as you like. Here you go. It has done with its first draft. As you can see, it has actually done web research to get all the copywriting from our landing page. Now let's break down the entire layout of our website. So first of all, we have the nav bar, which will be always staying at the top. Then this will be our hero section. So here will be our heading, then subtitle and call to action. After that comes my onboarding video like this. Then this logo strip to instantly get the first impression from the viewer that hey, people are actually using this product. Here we have our feature grid. As you can see, this title production quality 0 efforts. Don't worry, I know it is more on the left hand side. We want everything to be centered. But all of this text and placement will be automatically done by Claude Code. And if we deep dive, we want this 3D animation. So whenever you are hovering your mouse, it will have that tilted or 3D effect. And all of these gradients like white gradients will be automatically added by Claude Code. Just to give you one example, let's say you are tilting your mouse here. So it will automatically have that white or dark purple gradient at your mouse cursor. Next in the layout we have how it works, then the pricing, testimonial and footer. Awesome, there we have it. But I think we can make it much more iconic and much more premium. To do this, we need to change the color and the feel of the entire website. As you can see, everything is right now so much dark and everything is looking just like one blank purple sheet. So we don't want that. We want to have that gradient of light purple, white color throughout all the elements and the entire website. So we can obviously go back and forth with Google Stitch until you are happy with your result. So I have typed make the background and card gradient much lighter and use the white to light lavender to dark purple gradient across the whole page. So it is not having this whole purple sheet as a background. And there you go, it has done with the second draft, and this is exactly what I had in my mind, which is white to lavender color gradient throughout the website. And you can see this premium glass morphism effect that is making all of the elements and card pop out of the landing page. Awesome, everything looks good. Now what we will do is we will copy this as a code. Yes, you can copy this as a code, even import this in Figma, download this as PNG file. The sky's the limit with Google Stitch, and there are a lot of different options here. Once you right click, you will see the whole world of Google Stitch. For example, if you want to annotate something specific, you can choose on this annotate option, drag it out here like this, and let's say you want to change the copywriting, you want to change the button color scheme, you can just describe your change and it will do it for you. Yeah, so feel free to get crazy and creative with it. This lecture is not about like how to master Google Stitch. It is just for you to get started with Google Stitch. Take your inspiration, feed it to Google Stitch and start creating your draft. And now it's time to take this as a code and give it to Claude Code to actually build this for our landing page. You can obviously use Claude Code inside terminal itself, but I really like to use inside VS Code. So we will copy our folder first, whichever project that you are working on. Open VS Code. Then I will select the folder tiltit. And in order to launch our Claude Code, you will find this icon. Just go to extension, search for Claude. Download this and you will be able to see this icon where you can launch Claude agents. Awesome, so we are done. And let's paste our Google Stitch all the codes and we will say, hey, we have to redo our landing page, but make sure that you create a new branch. Why we need a new branch? Because whenever you are working on a project that is already been deployed and pushed to production, you don't want to mess up with the main branch or the entire code base. As we are creating branch, it will create a duplicate version of this entire project and you can like test, experiment, and if you're happy with your result, then you can merge that branch to your main branch. And if you're not successful or if you're not happy with your result, you can just delete the branch right away without messing up anything inside your main code base, because I have real users paying for the app and I don't want to deploy these changes until I'm finalized with my result. So first of all, create a new branch. Let's name this as new landing page or website, and this is the Google Stitch code that I want to use across my entire landing page with the glass morphism effect, the color gradients, everything. But one thing you have to keep in mind is the copywriting that we are already using, the YouTube video that we already have, all of the elements, keep them as it is. This particular code is not for you to change the copywriting, keep that as it is. First of all, it will check the Git status and create a branch. Awesome. So as you can see, the new branch name is new landing page. And it will constantly tell you or remind you that, hey, we are on this branch. So if you are on the main branch, it will tell you are on main. If you are on this branch, new landing page, it will tell you that. Now it is listing all the landing page components. One thing we forgot to add in the prompt is to have that transition and animation. For example, if I'm hovering over any button, it should pop up or lift up. It should have that gradient effect. Hey, Claude Code, I also need you to add all of these animations, transition effects, hover over effects throughout all of the cards, buttons, everywhere. Now I know I'm redesigning this entire current landing page, which already contains all of the layouts, all of the copywriting, everything. But if you're starting from scratch, you just have to take inspiration from Instagram, from Dribble, Pinterest, wherever you find, and then tell Claude Code to create pixel perfect designs for a landing page. Awesome, so it is done. It has also spin up the Dev server for us. So let's open that. Awesome, here we have our landing page. So let's scroll. The hero section looks great. We have this lavender gradient. And as we are scrolling, the transitioning from dark gradient to light gradient is happening. So these current elements are in light. So if we scroll, it will come to dark or like dark gradient side of things. Same goes for this one. As you can see, It is creating that much more better and premium feeling. Now, if we talk about the cards, yes, it is having that transition or animation or hover over effect whenever we are scrolling over them. Same goes for the testimonial. And if I hover over to this GoPro button, you can see this arrow icon jumping off. Perfect. All of these elements have amazing glow as well as that glass morphism effect that I had in my mind. As you can see, if I'm like zooming on this, it is having that lavender gradient at the bottom, plus also it is lifting up or like having that hover over effect when I hover over my mouse. Obviously, there are few changes. Yeah, it is not going to be in one shot. For example, this card is too much in the dark, which I don't want. So it is carrying over this dark color from our last design. Now let's compare. So this is our much more purple AI slop, having the one solid black as a background, no reveal animation, nothing like that. And this is our current or new one. I know I have choose a wrong color because purple and lavender are like fall into similar range, but you can see this is not purple AI slop. You won't be able to create this type of design from Claude Code instantly, and that's why we were using Google Stitch to create that glass morphism effect. We can definitely say, hey, I want you to change card color of this particular thing only because it is too much in the dark and elephant in the room. Yes, this is much better, looks premium, decent and straightforward. And once you are happy with your result, now it's time to push this into production. As you can see right now, we are in the local host, which means your user won't be able to see it. Your user will be able to see whatever you have in the old version. So let me show you how you can push this to production from Claude Code without you having to even open Vercel by using Vercel CLI. So here, yes, we are happy with our result. So first of all, we need to merge this branch to main. Here, can you merge this branch to main and then delete this branch? And after you have done that, can you deploy this to Vercel using Vercel CLI? And make sure inside your Claude project, you are always committing whenever it makes even a single line of change in the code base so that you can easily go back to the save point on it. So right now it is merging locally, deleting the branch and deploying to Vercel via CLI. Yeah, also push this to GitHub. So since Claude Code has access to all the CLIs like Stripe CLI, Supabase CLI, GitHub CLI, Vercel CLI, it will be able to do everything inside terminal without you even having to open those platforms or softwares. And I believe our deploy production is successful. So if we refresh our tiltit.video website, here we have our new landing page with Google Stitch aesthetic and color schema. Perfect, everything looks good. Now you can take one more step and actually make this website intuitive or mobile friendly. So click on this design and say mobile app version. Perfect, as you can see, it has actually created a very good version of the app design. So nothing is obstructing, nothing is going here and there, flying outside or overlapping, and everything looks good. So we can copy this, give it to Claude Code, and also update this for the mobile version, and it will do its thing. Now you can see it has done with the mobile app variation, push it to Vercel, and we are live. So that's how you can create beautiful and stunning web landing page with help of Google Stitch as a designer and Claude Code for building, so that Claude has pixel perfect direction on what to design and what we had in our mind from the first place. So like, follow and subscribe for more.